in my motherfucking eyes. Nigga, what nigga got 1 trillion streams? They wish they could. 1 trillion streams?
He's a little gangster. And he laid back. And talent-wise, when I see him in the studio, he remind me like a young Thug. When Thug was young, you hear me? It's just modern time. When Thug was young, we knew he was gonna be a star.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
He 20 years old. We know this little nigga, and the game is more plentiful now than it was when Thug started. I've been working with Thug 10 years now. Thug 30. NBA YoungBoy 20 years old. And there's more money in the game now than it was when Thug had started. Even though Thug did a lot, but there's more money in the game now for a young nigga like that.
Man, this situation with Birdman and NBA YoungBoy might be one of the wildest power plays in the game right now. For years, fans been seeing Birdman pop up around YoungBoy, calling him the future, praising him like a son, and even doing interviews talking about how proud he is of him. But behind all that love and father figure talk, there's a darker side to this story. Because the more people dig, the more it looks like Birdman got way more control over YoungBoy's career than anyone realized. See, a lot of folks thought Birdman was just mentoring the kid, giving him game, helping him navigate the industry. But it ain't that simple. When Birdman connects with someone, he doesn't just help them, he owns them, at least for a while. And if you know Birdman's history, you know this ain't new. He did the same thing with Lil Wayne, Turk, Juvenile, and almost every artist who came through Cash Money Records. It always starts the same. He steps in like family, gives you big opportunities, calls you son, and next thing you know, your whole career run through him. When NBA YoungBoy started working with Birdman around 2020, fans thought it was just Louisiana showing love to Louisiana. Birdman's from New Orleans, YoungBoy's from Baton Rouge. It made sense. But once Birdman started getting involved in his business moves, things got murky. Reports say Birdman helped him cut a deal after his Atlantic Records contract drama, supposedly to help him get independent. But people close to the situation claim that Birdman ended up locking himself into that independence, meaning he got stakes in YoungBoy's new ventures, his publishing, and even some of his streaming profits.
How's your relationship blossomed throughout the years?
He just dude crazy. He like he just talk a lot of shit, and I just like to sit there. That's my vibe. I like when he pop that shit, man.
Yeah, Beatrice.
You know, a lot of shit that's like go on in BR. You know, a lot of that shit stem from New Orleans. You know, that's like where the real gangsters come from. That's where a lot of shit got bloody at first. That's kind of like where we learned a lot of shit from.
Our relationship blossomed throughout the years.
He just dude crazy. He like he just talk a lot of shit, and I just like to sit there. That's my vibe. I like when he pop that shit.
Now on paper, Birdman been hyping YoungBoy up like he the next icon, saying he's the best rapper since Wayne, the only real one in his generation. But people who've been in the industry long enough know how Birdman plays it. Every compliment comes with a chain, and that's exactly what fans think is happening here. That Birdman's got his hands so deep in YoungBoy's bag that it's starting to look more like control than mentorship. The sign's been there too. Think about it. YoungBoy moves unpredictable. He drops random projects, sometimes disappears, then floods the internet with 10 albums in a year. But lately, it's been quieter. His energy's different. He's talking more about being trapped, tired, and done with the industry. One fan said it best. When Birdman calls you son, he means it literally. You work for him now. And the more you look at it, the more it starts sounding true.
NBA YoungBoy might be the biggest rapper. I said that 5 years ago.
What you mean big when you say big?
Ain't no gonna be bigger than NBA YoungBoy. Numbers don't lie.
Yeah.
He the biggest YouTube artist right now in the world.
After that so-called partnership with Birdman, fans started noticing something strange. Every move NBA YoungBoy made felt like it had Birdman's fingerprints on it. Whether it was music releases, interviews, or even label talk, Birdman's name always floated around. Remember when Birdman went on Big Facts podcast bragging about how YoungBoy was the most talented artist of his generation? He didn't just say that out of love. He said it like an investor talking about his prize stock. He even called YoungBoy his last project before retirement. That right there told fans everything. Birdman wasn't just mentoring him, he was managing his every move. Let's be real. Birdman's a mastermind when it comes to business. He knows how to spot young talent early and turn it into empire money. But his track record is full of controversy. Ask Lil Wayne, who once called Birdman a father figure too, only to spend years fighting him in court for millions. Same story with Juvenile, BG, and Turk. All of them said Birdman kept them loyal while keeping their money. So when fans saw him cozying up to YoungBoy, they already knew what time it was.
But I'm just saying, when that little boy get his mind right, and he come from under this bull and understand who he is, cause you know, Thug and all them, they up in age. They 30, it's 20.
But you think they going through ain't doing that but helping him to his path to do that, though?
Of course.
Yeah.
They ain't making them nothing but a monster.
What makes this even scarier is how YoungBoy's personality fits the pattern. He's young, emotional, and loyal, the kind of artist who thrives on connection but don't trust too many people. Birdman slid right into that space like a snake in the grass, talking father-son talk, showing him love when the industry treated him like an outsider. YoungBoy even said before that Birdman gave him game that nobody else did. But here's the thing, that's how manipulation starts. Birdman don't raise artists, he recruits them. Now, people close to YoungBoy say the deal between him and Birdman goes deeper than just music. Word is, Birdman got a percentage of everything YoungBoy does, merch, collabs, and even his YouTube earnings. That's a big deal because YoungBoy's one of the most streamed rappers in the world. His YouTube page alone brings in millions every year. And guess what? Birdman's allegedly eaten off that too. Fans started calling it the new cash money trap. They said YoungBoy's freedom talk, how he always says he hates the industry, might really be about Birdman. And honestly, it makes sense. Every time YoungBoy tries to go off the grid or talk independence, Birdman pops back up, promoting their father-son collab album or speaking for him in interviews. It's almost like Birdman's voice speaks louder than YoungBoy's actions. And that's not mentorship, that's ownership.
In my motherfucking eyes, nigga, what nigga got 1 trillion streams? They wish they could. 1 trillion streams?
By 2023, things started looking darker. YoungBoy's fans noticed he was dropping music at a slower pace, and his energy shifted heavy. The wild, reckless kid who used to drop 10 tapes a year suddenly sounded like he was carrying the world on his shoulders. He moved out to Utah, started talking about isolation, spiritual peace, and leaving the game behind. But when he said he felt tired of being used, fans connected the dots instantly. Many believed he was talking about Birdman and the whole system built around him. One fan comment that went viral said, "Birdman don't sign artists, he signs their souls." It sounds dramatic, but it's not far off. Birdman's known for loyalty contracts that tie people up in ways they can't escape. He'll buy you cars, jewelry, houses, but all that comes with invisible strings. And in YoungBoy's case, it's rumored that Birdman helped finance his freedom from Atlantic, only to trap him again under his own brand umbrella. In other words, YoungBoy might have left the label, but he didn't leave the system. It gets even deeper. Insiders claim Birdman's been blocking certain collabs and business deals for YoungBoy, controlling who he works with. Remember how YoungBoy and Lil Durk's beef escalated and never cooled off, even after both sides seemed ready to move on? Some fans believe Birdman kept that tension alive, because it benefited his control over YoungBoy's brand. As long as YoungBoy stays rebellious and controversial, Birdman keeps him profitable. And it's not like YoungBoy don't know what's happening. You can hear it in his lyrics lately. He talks about trust issues, fake love, and snakes in suits. He's not pointing fingers, but everyone knows who that sounds like. Birdman's reputation in the industry is notorious. He's the kind of man you can't say no to once you're under his wing. Ask any rapper who's been around him. It's respect mixed with fear. But this ain't just about business. It's psychological too. Birdman built a whole empire by convincing artists they need him. He's the gatekeeper who plays Godfather, making people feel chosen. That's why YoungBoy still calls him OG. It's not that he don't see what's going on. It's that he feels trapped between gratitude and manipulation. The same cycle that swallowed Wayne, Turk, and Juvenile seems to be repeating itself, just with a new generation. Now that the truth's starting to come out, people are realizing just how deep this goes. Birdman's control over NBA YoungBoy ain't just financial. It's emotional, psychological, and strategic. He's turned a kid who once said, "I don't need nobody but me," into someone who can't move without him. That's real power, the kind that don't even need a contract once your loyalty's already sold. Fans been saying it for a while now. Birdman's whole playbook never changed. He finds artists with raw emotion, builds them up like family, and once they trust him, he ties every part of their success back to his name. He did it in the 90s, he did it in the 2000s, and now he's doing it again in the streaming era. The only difference is, this time, the number's bigger and the control quieter. Even though YoungBoy's got money, fame, and influence, he don't look free. The way he moves, the things he says, it's like he's constantly fighting an invisible cage. Birdman rarely speaks on it, but when he does, he always slips in one phrase. "That's my son." That's not just slang, that's ownership talk, and that's what's really haunting about this. Birdman built his name off power, off control, off loyalty that feels like love but acts like chains. And YoungBoy, one of the most emotional and misunderstood artists of his generation, might just be the latest victim of that machine. His recent songs sound more paranoid, his interviews shorter, his smiles forced. It's like he knows he's too deep to walk away, but too proud to admit it. So yeah, fans are starting to wake up. Birdman didn't just mentor NBA YoungBoy, he absorbed him, turned him into a product of his empire. It's not just about cash or clout anymore, it's about dominance. Birdman's building a legacy off controlling legacies, and it's starting to show again. At the end of the day, it's the same story told through a new generation. Birdman plays Godfather, YoungBoy plays the prodigy, and both end up locked in a deal with no escape clause. Maybe one day YoungBoy will find the courage to speak on it. Until then, all we can do is watch history repeat itself. And remember that in Birdman's world, loyalty always costs more than money.